What's going on, everybody? Jeremy back again with Remy Q Studios, and guess what? Still not my studio. We're gonna have the lovely Miss Angel with us in just a moment. I hope everybody is having a fantastic week out there. Let's say hello to the chat, see if anybody has showed up. Lester's as per usual. How you doing, sir? Thank you so much for joining us, Miss So. Hello. We got DJ Links in the house. Remy Q, baby. Let me see what I got here for Mr. DJ. Nothing. I got this.
Hey, buddy, I bought you a new backpack for school.
Wow, it's great.
What's wrong? You don't like it?
Don't you think I'm a little too old for a Lego book bag, though?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, thanks, Mom.
Are you tired of being a lame mom?
Yes.
Wouldn't you rather be a cool mom?
Yes, but how?
Head over to djlinks.shop for all the coolest merch available online. Again, djlinks.shop, hashtag Link Squad. The greatest merch you'll be able to find ever. Anywhere. Hands down, djlinks.shop. Check it out.
Wow. Hey, buddy,
Hey, Mom.
I got you a new book bag.
Wow! It's a DJ Links book bag from www.djlinks.shop. This is so radical. All my friends will love it. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. How could you forget about djlinks.shop? Are you kidding me? It's only the greatest the greatest place to find merch online ever. And I'm not sure. I think the Remy QTs may be gone. You may have missed out on it. For the folks who didn't get a chance to pick these up, I'm so sorry. It might be gone. It's probably gone. I'm not sure. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much. Like and share. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, so the lovely Miss Angel will be with us later. Actually, in just a moment, we're gonna have a giveaway in a little bit. I've got a couple Temu things I'd like to open up, which should be fantastic. And we've got a lot to talk about. Now, look, last week it was a catch up. Angel was out of commission the week before, and so we had to catch up a bit on that. But this week there's a decent amount that we need to dig into. There's a bit of stuff that's been going along amongst the community. What the hell is up with this chair? This is the worst. My gosh. I mean, it's a good thing Angel's sitting there and I'm not. Well, I can't be trusted with that shit. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining me. So, I don't want to dig into. Okay. Before Angel gets here, has anybody in the chat been watching Invincible? Now, Angel's not an Invincible fan. Okay, she saw episode 1, the end of episode 1. She said, "Absolutely not my thing." I think she was into it until the end. Okay. Now that has been my thing forever. And I say forever because I mean we got season 1 2 years ago, and then they finally decided to hit us with season 2. Then they hit us with 4 or 5 episodes and say, we're gonna wait to do anything else. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for joining. They were like, we're gonna wait to see what or before we can release season 2 for everybody. Which I believe came out last week. I had missed it. I've been catching up today, trying to frantically catch up. Fantastic. Is anybody else? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's still into Invincible? Like, even though we had that huge pause, again, years in the making, I feel like, which I don't get. It's like we talked about it on In the Mix last week on DJ Link's channel, Fridays at night. And it was like we all agreed that Amazon had dropped the ball. Okay, like we agreed that they just it was almost like you lose hope in it. Does anybody remember when Heroes was out? Like, do you remember when the show Heroes came out? Let's you're still watching it. Yeah, that's what's up. Does anybody remember when Heroes came out though? It was like the hottest show for like the first season, and then they had like the writers' strike, and it just left. And then it's like they tried to bring back season 2 and just nobody cared. Like nobody watched it. I remember being so into that show. It was amazing. And it just didn't, it was like by the time they had caught back up, it was gone. It was done. I kind of feel like that's what happened with The Walking Dead. Like Walking Dead was huge. And then at one point there was like 5 people watching it. Oh man, DJ. Heroes was fantastic. It was so good. Like I mean, that first season, I want to say maybe it was 3 seasons. They might have hit us with 2 seasons, and then the third one they dropped off. But it was worse than like Game of Thrones. Like for the Game of Thrones fans out there who got through 7 seasons of that, and then the last one 6 maybe, and then 7 and 8 just kind of like started to trickle down. Like you felt like it was rushed. This one just didn't exist. Like it didn't matter at one point. But again, phenomenal show when it first came out. And I mean, roped you right in, but it's terrible. Like you can't recommend it now because everybody knows that there's nothing left. Right? Yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. It was so good. So good. And I remember the thing about Heroes that was so good too is they put in like Easter eggs everywhere. Like I mean, obviously it wasn't the first show to have an Easter egg, but they trickled in like little tiny, they sprinkled in these little hints and clues. And I felt like it was like the first show that I remember you would go online and you could see what people were finding. Now this is common ground. Like now that's just normal. When did Heroes come out? Like the mid 2000s? I want to say it was like mid early 2000s. Hold on. We had watch parties in Vegas. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was huge. But it was like the type of show where you would go through, like you could go online and people were like, "Oh, did you see this thing in the background?" Like again, it sounds silly because now this is a normal thing. But I remember when Heroes came out, like that was odd. Like it wasn't odd, but it was just like that was something new where people were speculating about the show as it was going on, and people didn't do that before. Like you didn't yes, they 2006. All right, yeah, so like mid 2000. What's up, Marcus? How you doing? Talking Heroes real quick. I don't know how 25 years later we're talking Heroes. But it was like the type of show where people would like dig into like the little clues and signs and Easter eggs and everything that that the writers had sprinkled in there. And then you got season 2 and then nothing. And then it was like gone. It was gone for like a year or whatever. It was long enough that it just fell off. And I feel like that's what Amazon's done here. Like you've gone too long. You've gone too long. You gave us Invincible. People loved it. They brought it back, and then it's like, boom. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Sorry, I had to get this.
What's going on, everybody? Jerry back and Kill with Remy Q Studios.
Sorry.
We have the very lovely Miss Angel with us.
I was doing mom things. Sorry.
I was talking
Calm
about
down.
Invincible and how season 2 has come out like a year, 2 years later, and how it feels like Heroes did back in the day. But I came to the realization Heroes was like one of the first shows that I remember they sprinkled in like Easter eggs where people would find that shit later.
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No.
You don't remember Heroes?
I remember Heroes.
But I remember going online and people were like talking about it where they were like, "Oh, did you see that sign in the background about the cheerleader or something?" It was like the first show where they like sprinkled in little hints of stuff.
I don't recall any of that.
And the nerds like came out in droves and they were like, "Oh, you know, did you see on the Japanese train in the background they had this thing?"
I remember being a Japanese train.
I just don't know who you are. I don't know who you are anymore. You know, they had two main characters. lost their direction.
Well, they had the strike. That was when they went on the strike.
That's what I was talking about. I thought I remembered it was the strike that like
yeah.
threw everything off.
Oh yeah, it was like a thing, and oh. Well, I got one down.
Well, that's good. I had mentioned that although we had a lot to catch up on from last night or from last week, there was a lot to catch up on from this week. This week we had a lot to talk about.
Do we? I mean, I only know one thing that we're going to talk about.
Well, I brought up
Devin.
Invincible because you're not watching Invincible. I'm watching Invincible. I had to kind of air that out, and I figure I might as well get that gone since you're not a fan.
Which one was that?
But do you want Invincible?
I didn't say I wasn't a fan.
You liked Invincible until the end of episode 1, and then you were like, too much for me.
Bullshit.
Too much for me.
Bullshit.
It was too gruesome.
No, it wasn't gruesome. It was just fucking stupid.
It wasn't stupid. That's what made the whole.
No.
That's what
no.
began the show. That's
No.
what captured you in. Was that?
I love
Alright.
it when the good guys win. I watched part of it.
All right. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about. Look, we got to ease into this. I want to bring up one other thing, and then we're gonna talk about what we'll probably end up talking about the rest of the time.
Yeah,
Hey, did you hear about Chips Ahoy?
what?
Did you hear about Chips Ahoy?
Is this a joke?
No, this is real. You know they're changing the recipe after
Why?
61 years. They said they spent 5,000 hours, and I think it was like 65 different recipes. They're changing the formula for the chips, the chocolate chips. They're making them a little sweeter with less
Oh.
bitter, and they're changing the dough. Like they're changing the actual after 61 years. It's a $1 billion company, and they've decided to change the formula.
Well,
And people are talking about it. They're like, "Is this the new Coke?" Remember when Coke like changed in like the 80s?
And then they went
It was
back.
before you were born, but you know what I'm talking about.
And then they went back to it because
Yeah, yeah, because
It
people are
tastes
like, "This is fucked up."
They're like, this tastes like Pepsi.
Yeah, that was all I could hear about today was Chips Ahoy stuff.
No, I don't know.
61-year-old cookie, and they're like, "Nah, we're gonna change this."
No, that's stupid. Y'all are stupid.
All right, now that I ate up another 30 seconds, should we
So
talk
wait a
about
minute.
it?
Hold on. Is that a joke? Is that real?
That's no joke. I think we can agree. America's number one cookie is the Oreo, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be stupid. I think Oreo is the number one cookie in America. I think that's the number one cookie.
I don't know how to tell you
My
this.
number one cookie is the Australian biscuit known as the Tim Tam.
I don't know how to tell you this.
What?
I don't really like Oreos.
Uh,
I'm
I-
just saying.
I don't.
I will eat
If there's
them.
any lawyers in the chat, I'd like to file for divorce immediately.
Please do.
It's my second favorite cookie.
But I keep all the Australian
It is
stuff.
the number one American cookie, though. I don't think there's another cookie in America that
Look
beats
at
the
it.
Oreo.
There's no way.
I'm pretty sure it beats it. I'm pretty sure.
No.
I'm pretty sure the
I don't
Oreo is the
think-
number one cookie in America.
I mean, unless it has milk, it's no good. If you have milk, it's okay. But I don't like to eat
Yes, lawyer.
motion file.
Uh,
I'm just saying, like, I think it needs milk.
I understand that it may need something,
Like,
but the number one cookie in America is the Oreo. I refuse to believe that's any other cookie. What other cookie is it? What beats them?
chocolate chips,
No. Okay, you're just
Ice
using that
cream.
as like a general thing.
ice cream cookies,
An
like
ice cream cookie.
like anything.
Oreo's taking over the ice cream game. They got ice cream Oreo cake now.
I will say,
Oreo.
I will
It's the
say-
number one
I will
cookie in
say
America.
the most exciting thing ever. I will give you the Oreo thing.
I think it's the number. I'm not being
I
stupid.
don't care. I don't care. What I'm telling you is when I was in Girl Scouts, we used to have to bake a snack every so often, and my dad would bake this brownie.
Check it. What's up, Roscoe?
And they used to have this Oreo brownie, and I found it. It's been gone forever, and I don't know why.
Oreo cereal.
You didn't even know about that, did you?
Didn't even know about that. I didn't even know.
Although
I'm just. I don't have to look it up. I guarantee you, if hold
well,
on.
now you have to look it up because I want to know.
All right.
What's the number one cookie?
Let's take a gander.
But they have Oreo cake, and I'm pretty sure it's like the Oreo brownies that my dad used to make.
Number one cookie.
Oreos
in
is less than
America.
Chips Ahoy. I agree by the comics, by the way.
Okay, it says the chocolate chip
America's
cookie.
favorite cookie.
Stop.
It
I
says-
understand. Stop.
It's
I
American.
understand that this is saying this is encompassing all cookies. I'm saying
No, this is saying America's favorite is the chocolate chip cookie.
no. What is the number one selling cookie? Oreo.
That's because only rich people can afford Oreo.
Oreo.
No. By the National Biscuit Company. America's
Time
number
of
one
classic.
cookie
Hold on.
is a chocolate chip. It is.
Okay, but see, this is cookie flavors. I'm talking about, are Oreos or Chips Ahoy more popular? Oreo. I'm telling you, Oreo
Oreo.
wins. People may like they may like chocolate chip.
All right.
I don't know if a sandwich cookie is
I agree.
is
aggressively with
described.
Jackson's.
I don't know if that's something that you can like I don't know when they do these polls if they're like, do
Yeah.
you like what's your favorite
Double-
cookie? People just
triple
go,
stuffed.
oh, it's the chocolate chip cookie, obviously. But they're not, I mean, if they were like, what's your favorite cookie? And they mean like give us a name. You can't be like mom's chocolate chip. Fuck that. Mom's not making Oreos. Nobody can make Oreos.
I will make a fucking Oreo.
Nobody can make Oreos.
I'll make an Oreo.
Grandma wasn't making Oreos, bitches. All right, you bought that in the package. Oreos got the best packaging. Look,
Okay,
they redefined packaging.
Okay, fine.
Hold on.
No.
Hold
By the way,
on.
You're amazing. Okay, fine.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Time out.
What is better?
Time out.
Otis
Time out.
Spotlight or Otis Spotlight
Time out.
or Oreo?
Time out.
Otis Spotlight or Oreo?
Oreo. Every time. This is the thing. Think about
the
Stop.
Spotlight from
Stop.
Mrs. Gill's class?
Hold it right.
I don't even
I'm
know
going
who
to
you
Kevin
are.
Costner you in a second.
You're an idiot.
Think about the packaging
You are
alone.
yelling in my ear hole.
Think about the packaging alone. Remember when they had that fold with the little tabs, and that was like the shit. Like you could slide out the cookies,
Yeah,
put
that
them back.
was Oreo.
You
That was not
fold
Oreo.
and then you tab. No, that was Chips Ahoy.
Exactly.
You know what Oreo did? They were like, "Fuck that! Just rip open the top, and reseal it." They had that tape around it. It's like magic Oreo tape. They just like you pull it and then you reseal it. It's the best thing they got.
Okay.
It's the best thing.
Next.
Think about it. You don't have to slide nothing. You just open that
Oh
up,
my God.
pull out the stack.
No. Okay.
That's how I do it.
Really?
I grab Oreos like I grab a chip.
You only eat
I-
like
I grab
3
Oreos
cookies and you
like
put
I
it back.
grab chips at the casino.
No. Yeah, per sleeve. Per package. Yes, I would like to eat all the Oreos, please. And
I don't even count them. How many can I grab with one hand?
you take the whole
Bam,
box and then you
right
hide it down
there.
here.
Right there.
So,
All right.
Okay, first of all, hold on. Snow the product. If you guys know who she is, she came out with a new season. What?
Hold on. Can we bring Girl Scout cookies into the debate? So see, that's the thing.
Yeah, but you don't like Thin Mints like you like Oreos. I'll eat an entire sleeve of Thin Mints by myself and hate myself.
See this is where Girl Scout cookies go wrong though. We get them for a season.
Like a month and a half.
Yeah. Hey, Girl Scouts.
No.
Let me teach you something about business. all
No,
right?
you know what's even
I
worse?
get it. Like you think you've cornered the market. You're like, oh, we're gonna sell them. If we give them all year round, then people no, fuck that. You sell as many of them. You go one. They need to go international with that shit. Sell them across the world, like globally. Sell that shit.
No.
And they need to like
wanna know
because people are already ripping it off. You
Yeah,
know they
yeah,
got
but
generic
here-
versions of that.
I know, but here's the thing about Girl Scout cookies, first Boy Scout cookies. And I'm gonna
Oh yeah, the Boy Scouts.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna,
boys.
I'm
Popcorn.
gonna Greek out with Roscoe. The chocolate one is okay, but that's like the best thing they got. I will say that the Boy Scouts get like half their profit. Girl Scouts get like 5 cents. Like they get like 20 cents per cookie per like box sold.
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
So they don't get like any money for it either.
That popcorn though, Boy Scouts.
Yeah, but the chocolate one's good, but it's expensive as hell.
No,
Like
that's what I mean.
$20. Like
Who's
you
gonna
need-
spend $70 on popcorn? Listen, I don't want your popcorn.
I spent $70 on popcorn.
Nah, bro.
I-
Listen, I sold that
you-
one
you-
time.
Logan, when you see this, your mom bought popcorn from you. Your mother did. But I felt like our Boy Scout troop like really sucked. They just wanted money.
Nah, but this is the thing. If
No.
Boy Scouts were smart, okay, they would buy all the $5 Girl Scout cookies, wait till the season ends, and sell that shit for $10 a pop, and just rake in the dough. That's how you do it. I might start my own thing. I don't know if they have the little thing cannot be resold, but shit, I bet you if I bet you I could list that shit on Facebook
People do
Market
that. People do
at
that in
$10 a
No.
box.
No.
Wait till they're out of season and sell them at $10 a box.
cookies.
People buy that shit and just double up. You want? Hey, when y'all see when Remy Q
They're
doubles
marked
up,
up. They're not
you
even
want to know
marked up.
how? Girl Scout cookies off season.
No, they wouldn't be a thing without Thin Mints. Thin Mints is what made them famous.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm not even a big fan of Thin Mint, but I know my place. I can agree with that.
Okay, so now what are we going to talk about? Because we really want to talk
Hold
about
on,
this.
Boy Scouts have popcorn. I know, stupid.
It's not stupid because people sell them. Anyways.
No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, the
Yeah.
Dothy Does?
yeah. No, see, I still like.
Or they're
I
tagalongs
like the
now.
Samoas.
They're tagalongs now. The
What are they
Dothy
called?
Does are just the peanut butters. The tagalongs. Maybe
No,
they
the
were
one with the coconut and the
Samoas.
little.
Oh, they probably can't. They don't call them Samoas.
They don't call them Samoas anymore. They
They call
call
them
them
coconut delights.
stupid
Well, I think they call them Samoas in different parts of the country.
Samoas. That's what they should. That's the number one right there. No, I'll still take an Oreo over that.
That's because you're an idiot.
Oreo wins.
Okay. I disagree.
Have you seen Oreo lately? For real? Have you gone to the store and seen Oreo lately?
Yeah, there's like 14.
Oreo. Now listen, Oreo is a brand, and they've got their own section. They have their own section. You want skinny Oreo. You want the mega. You want the double stuffed. You want the
Triple stuffed.
chocolate. You want the chocolate covered. You want the peanut butter filled. They got about 12 different flavors. Oreo was like, you know what Oreo did? They had the one design cookie
Anti-coconut and cookies.
that was phenomenal, and then they were like, "Fuck it, let's maximize this. Give them everything they could ever imagine." They got that new one. It's called Space. It's like a space Oreo, bro. It's got like a picture of a UFO, and it's like purple in the middle. I don't have it. I already know it's delicious. Never had it. Delicious.
No, because they have the orange ones in the Halloween.
Delicious.
No. Okay. Anyways, next. I want to talk about Oreo.
Do you remember the clusters or whatever?
Mm-mm.
The puffy Oreo?
No.
It wasn't crunchy. It was like a little Debbie snack cake, but it had Oreo filling in it, and it was like puffy chocolate. Oh, ridiculous! They give you
All right.
2. It was not enough. All right.
Fig Newton.
What time is
entered
it?
The chat.
All right.
Fig Newton enters the
It's
chat.
9:28. Let's talk about this.
Well, now hold on, because
Hold on. I'm saying if we're gonna dive,
there
we're
may
gonna
be
dive fucking deep. I don't know.
there
if
may
you-
be spoilers.
I don't care. I can't do it.
I know, but we gotta
I can't do it.
pre-warn it.
Warning. Do I have a warning thing on here? I have no warning. I used to have that spoiler thing. All right, we're gonna have We're talking X-Men. If you don't want to talk X-Men,
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I hate that guy.
we're talking X-Men. All right.
X-Men
We're
97.
gonna talk X-Men 97. We have to. I'm sorry. Again, if you haven't seen it, bye.
Bye.
Because
Spoilers,
quite
spoilers,
frankly,
spoilers.
spoilers.
Oh.
We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
We don't have that. You
I
took
don't have
off,
no
you took off
spoilers.
my.
I didn't know that wasn't on here. That was on pre-recorded. I had that completely separate. I had that
Aw.
completely separate. I'd say you could do
Oh,
it.
really? You don't have the technology or the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. So, ha!
I mean, it's true. I don't.
Anyway,
Because you're on that side of the computer. I can't wait. You know what I think? When we get our
Anyways.
studio, I'm gonna get my own damn computer so I can just be like, yeah.
we're talking X-Men
97. The new series that just came out yesterday.
Yes, we are going to spoil the fuck out of this. If you haven't watched it, I apologize. There's 2 episodes. It's on Disney Plus. It's a must see. Leave now and go watch it. Okay, leave now.
Bro, you're talking shit about
and
vanilla
go
wafers.
watch it. Okay,
I like
because
the strawberry ones.
we're about to dive in. We're gonna dive fucking deep. Can we begin? Shall we begin? Shall we?
Hold on,
begin?
wait, go back to the comments. I want to make sure that everybody knows. that-
Everybody knows. All right, we've given you. This is the we had 4 people.
Hold on,
leave.
the purple
We
one
have 4
has
people
Pop
leave.
Rocks in it. Tastes like the future. No, hold on, Pop Rocks. I love me some Pop Rocks. Elf candies. Mwah.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right.
let's talk 97. Okay.
We're talking
90s.
97.
All right.
There's no more. I have nothing else to warn anybody about spoilers.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Okay.
Okay. First of all,
X-Men 97.
the original, well, the X-Men that this is
I've
based,
seen it multiple times.
the X-Men that this is based off of.
Yes, the original 90s cartoon.
We've talked about how it's good for nostalgic purposes, but there were some things that need
Certain things that were cheesy. One, the women,
who were awesome,
super powered, and then
and like would
faint.
and then like
Two-
Cyclops would have to catch them.
Yeah, there were little things like remember when Wolverine got the snow in the eyes?
No.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
I do.
they show him
I
fight
do.
Sabretooth. The Sabretooth throws snow in his eyes and he goes, rah! And he can't get the snow out of his eyes. He bumped his head like 3 times. He jumped and bumped his head and fell. Like it was messy. It was a messy show, but it was so good.
It was so good.
It was so good. The original was so phenomenal.
But they had, and then if you hopefully it doesn't spoil everything.
No, we're spoiling this shit. I'm sorry. Let's spoiling it. Let's go.
They had
Look, everybody's leaving. Everybody's leaving. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna talk about this. It's called Let's Talk About It. We're talking about this.
so it's some of y'all don't remember in and they ended with Xavier. I don't know if he actually died.
Yeah, he died.
No, I think they alluded that he died.
Oh, he died. He like said farewell. They showed him in the bed. He's wow. He was like Elliot, and he was
No.
reaching out for Elliot, and he fucking
No.
died. It was sad.
I don't remember that, but it was a long time ago. But so
Oh shit.
just
Oh shit.
yes,
Okay.
yes. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, come
First
on.
of all,
come
first
on.
of all,
Go with your recap, and then let's do this. I'm
first,
ready
I
to
did,
dive.
I did it. First of
I'm
all,
on the board.
I was
I'm looking at
okay,
it.
shut up.
I'm looking at it. I'm ready to dive in. Let's go.
I was gonna talk about how all the voices were really good compared to, I mean, the first one was really good. They did a really good job on Gambit. They did good on Professor X. They did good on everybody. The new series, they did good on everybody except for Rogue. I don't like Rogue.
I thought Rogue was good.
No,
She had a little more.
Smoker's Cough.
She was a little more Dolly Parton.
That's who she sounds like, and I'm not trying to hate on Dolly. 'cause
I
who
like
doesn't love
Dolly. She had.
Dolly-
when she did her hair. Oh man,
What are you talking about?
you know when she landed and she. You don't remember seeing
Oh yeah.
Rogue straight up fluffed her hair. I was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck yeah!" Because
Ladies-
everyone
ladies
wants to
gotta look-
talk about her ass and the last one versus this one. Y'all are crazy. All
Yeah.
right,
Gambit they did good on. It
all right.
sounds like the original Gambit, kind of.
So you enjoyed the voices.
Magneto is a little cheesy, but whatever.
All
It's
right.
Magneto. Yes.
Can we talk about Cyclops for a second? Now look,
on, wait. We gotta talk about the
Hold on.
fact, we gotta talk about the fact that Jean Grey is pregnant. What the hell, X-Men? Like, she's all of a sudden 9 months pregnant.
Fine. You know what? I'm okay with that. I saw in a preview. I only saw 2 previews. One when she was pregnant, she's talking to Storm on the bed. I saw that. Then I saw the clip that we played last week. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It was this one. This one. That one. Okay.
Okay, so we are watching this, and
Bro,
and-
listen.
Cyclops got like this, like clink clink.
Did it not? Hold on. One, this hit every nostalgia bone.
I mean, it's got like
It went right down the tree. It hit every fucking nostalgia bone that they could. Crazy.
yeah.
But what he's saying right here, okay, this right here,
They did Cyclops
this
right.
was made by a Cyclops fanboy. Because you want to talk about OP. One, all the characters were next level. Storm was fucking next level. Okay, when they showed this one, she came in with a fury against the guards or whatever, right? With the Sentinel blasters. But when she came in against the Sentinels and they were like Omega level threat detected, and she fucking shoots the sand and makes it into glass, and then makes a glass tornado, destroy all of them. All right, all of them. I was like, bro, well, this is crazy, and no feint, no, none of that shit.
Yes.
She was a badass,
I
badass.
I feel like they heard me. I feel
Hey,
like they heard me.
hey, at the trial, she was like, they were like, why would we listen to you? And she was like, straight up,
Quiet.
shut your bitch ass and let me save your life, right? He was like, shut your bitch ass and let me save your life, and you might survive.
No, she said, and you will survive.
Okay, Cyclops though.
First of all,
The first fight scene,
they got
he-
him like moving back,
he
like
shoots his beam to move himself. I think they did this in the video game. I've never seen this before. Right? They had his little glint. He kept like his
Ooh.
eye kept shining.
Well, because
When he blew up the building, they take his visor off. He opens up his eyes and blows up the building. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? He had the
don't
whole.
take my glasses off, please.
He had the knot thing. I love that they had the rollerblades in the first scene.
I didn't see
I love that they had the Walkman. They really try to dig into that 90s thing. The biggest thing for me was Cyclops.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I mean, that's not
When
my
they
biggest thing.
tear the jet apart and Homeboy starts to fall, they all start grabbing him, and he's like,
See you on the ground.
see you on the ground, guys. And I was like, what is he gonna pull a I thought he would pull a parachute from his belt. Like, I thought he would like Batman that shit, and he had a little parachute. And then when he fucking skydivers and like straightens it up and
And
starts
we're-
shooting towards the
And we
ground,
were like, no, this is
no
not gonna...
joke. Yeah, he's sitting there for a second. I remember looking at you. I said, Angel,
And we were like, no,
if he
this is...
lowers himself with the eye beam, I'm gonna fucking freak out. Literally, that's what I said. I was like, I'm
And
gonna
I was
fucking
like,
freak
that's
out.
exactly what he's gonna
And
do.
sure enough, he and then he had the superhero land. He had the superhero land. Dling. He had the little glint again.
Now, I will say the one thing
To me, my X-Men. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
fuck.
To me, my X-Men, no, absolutely not. Don't
Oh
say that,
my
bro.
gosh.
And then they have Magneto saying the same shit to me, my X-Men, and I just want to slap him.
No,
I feel like that's gonna come up again.
no. I don't. That was what the episode was called. To me, my X-Men. I'm gonna tell
Bullshit.
you, that was incredible.
So-
incredible. What about when Wolverine?
Oh,
throws his
when
claws out?
when Gambit,
He starts running and Gambit just casually jumps on his back, charges up his claws, and then he jumps on Morph as the Blob and fucking blows up in the dude's face. I'm telling you, beautiful. It was beautiful.
it was like a
This
good
was
team.
phenomenal. This was so good to watch.
Yeah, but what if that's it?
No way.
What if they're like, okay, that's
I
all our trip.
refuse. I think this is the best thing I haven't seen anything.
So
I
like
feel like breakdancing. Like,
So
I
the
don't know how to
crazy-
react to
the
this.
crazy
This
thing-
is incredible. It's incredible to
the
watch.
crazy thing is, you got Magneto leading the X-Men because Xavier left the X-Men to him in the school because he wanted to like, you know, be his friend and like make him choose the right path or whatever. And I don't know. There was a time when I would have crushed you for what you did to Storm.
Oh my gosh. He was so good. When he lifted up that after the trial, he lifted up the fucking
Spikes or whatever.
the spikes were incredible. He made the spikes and then Storm fucking hit it with the lightning.
Caged. Boom. And then they
The
have
combinations that they were doing, the way they did the fight scenes, great.
Yes.
Morph was awesome. He was so good. It's like they sprinkled in other characters. When he turned into Psylocke, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great.
and then
Like
they
it was
have,
like
didn't
just
they have Angel in there too?
yes, that when he started flying, because all of a sudden Angel came in, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, where did he come from? And then it hit me. I was like, oh, there's more. Like I was like, it was so good, and just like it was like it was. I think it was close enough to the old one, but it was still new enough. It's like you always hope that you're gonna get that extension of a story.
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful part about this is it's animated. Now, I don't like a lot of animated stuff, but as opposed to like when they brought back like Indiana Jones, for instance, and they had to lean heavily on the fact that he's so old. This was one they literally like.
Are you talking about the new one?
Just any of them.
Because you didn't seen it, so
No. I'm talking. Okay, I'm talking Crystal Skull when that came out, because that came out 20 years after the last Indiana Jones, and all they did was lean on the "I'm too old for this" type of thing.
No.
This is one where it was like it instantly took me back to where this left off feeling, but it was new enough, and they made it like with enough action.
Yes. That you
And
could
as
stay away.
opposed to an Invincible, right? You don't have the blood or the sex or any of that stuff in there,
Oh,
but
no.
it was still really good.
Hold up.
You're gonna talk about Rogue.
Okay.
You're gonna talk about Rogue.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but
We're gonna talk about Rogue.
yeah, you did right. I'm going to talk about Rogue because that's freaking like Romeo and Juliet shit, and they're just fucking that shit up. Like, where the like bring Belladonna back? Don't bring they allude to the fact that Magneto and Rogue had a thing because she could touch him. That has never happened in the comics, has it? Because what? No, because in the X-Men, whatever the original, the Future Day, was it Future Day? Which was the first X-Men movie? He used her.
Now hold on. Now you can't merge movie with cartoon.
I know.
It took me. It took me years to figure. That's why the MCU works, and it's not the same as the books. It's its own thing. It's its own universe. It's its own world.
You can't just make shit up.
No. Listen.
No.
The movie, you have to be able to do this. If you can't do this,
I know, but
you're gonna ixnay yourself out of the whole conversation.
No.
You have to be able to separate that, because when the movies came out in the MCU, it was like wasn't even loosely based. Like it was loosely based on the story.
I realized that, but
it was so good, and they merged it together so good. The X-Men.
you just can't make shit up. Her powers work on every single person in the United States, in the world, in everywhere in the universe. They don't work on Magneto. What the? And they had a thing. Oh, yeah, I would be,
when she walks
out,
out,
I would be so afraid
that
that
they show
I would be afraid to have you be alone. And then she walks out, and then there's Gambit. Broken Heart Gambit, how could you do that to him?
They show her walking out, right?
And then he's like,
You see
oh,
the card. He like drops the card. It was so dramatic the way they did that. Then they show his face. Oh my god.
how you gonna do Gambit like that? Huh?
Oh, it was so good. No, I'm glad. Give me the drama, baby. I want
yeah,
the
but
drama.
the whole point
No,
of Rogue and Gambit is
Give me
that
the
they are
drama.
like,
what's up, Ryan? How you doing?
no, 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 mm-mm. No, ma'am, no, sir,
So
no.
good.
So like,
It was so good.
no.
I mean, incredibly.
Ooh, I can touch
Well
you now. Blah, blah.
You know
Shame
what?
on you.
You get held up on that.
I can't help it. It's Rogue and Gambit. It's always Rogue and Gambit. It is always Rogue and
What
Gambit.
about the rave scene? What did you think about that? When they were flirting back? Oh, you talking about Jubilee? Dude, that was awesome though. I admit when she started dancing, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" It was like a little Dazzler bit. And she shooting out the things. I was like, "Yes!" That was so good. I didn't like the guy. I didn't like Del Casa or whatever.
No.
What was that guy?
Del Costa?
Yeah, it was with his some
Soul.
kind of solar energy. Stupid. And then he leaves. It's like they had to have some point. You could have used anybody. I don't like that they brought in the generic guy and then they didn't even do anything with him. But like,
How do you know he's generic? He could be like a person.
but I mean that but in the grand scheme of the show though, that it's a new character. And I feel like we're not gonna see him again. Do you think they're gonna bring that dude back? They're
Yeah.
not bringing that guy
That's
back.
yeah, because it's gonna be a Jubilee like hands. Oh, you're crushed. Yeah. It's better than Magneto and Rogue. What the fuck?
He is so good.
I mean,
So good. Morph was so awesome too. And when he turns into Sabretooth
oh, to fight.
to try,
Oh, and
try
then
to
you
kill
got
Wolverine. Wolverine was perfect too, by the way. I thought Wolverine was on point.
you got Jean Grey going into labor and ripping the thing off of Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverine was straight when she moved the guy and the dog because he was straight gonna just murder people. Like he ran onto the sidewalk, he's gonna start murdering people. Like Wolverine to get to the hospital, he's gonna murder people.
And then I don't know about Rogue using her powers to like find out how to deliver a baby. That I mean, I feel
Well,
like
what
that's
was kind of
I
funny
feel
about
like
that
that's
is
a stretch.
she was worried about touching the baby, and they're like, "We trust you." And then the first thing you see her do is put on the big gloves, and I was like, "I mean, you could get around that. Like, you live your life day to day without touching people. Obviously, you'd be able to touch the
I mean,
baby
it's Jean Grey's
without
baby.
causing a problem." Like I don't. I mean, I get that she's afraid and everything, but I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I liked Rogue. I know you were waiting to hear the people, and you were like, "Man, after 25 years." How's everybody going to sound, right? I thought they sounded good. I thought it was.
I mean, did Rogue take up
I
Smokey?
thought it was so good the way that they played everybody's powers
The
off
only
of each
reason-
other.
The only thing that
The
would make
fight
Rogue
scenes were great.
the fight scenes were great. We are talking about.
No, you're good.
We're
You're
talking
good.
about.
We're talking about X-Men 97. This is filled with
spoilers.
spoilers. So if you didn't see it, leave. A bunch of people left. But man, great show.
Great show.
Great show. I can't wait. I'm upset that they only had 2 episodes. I can't wait.
I know.
I can't wait. I haven't been this excited about a Marvel thing ever. I don't know if ever. I wasn't even that excited for this until I saw that clip. And then I was like, oh shit, this is going to be for real. And then watching it, they still delivered on it.
I will say one thing that I kind of noticed that I didn't like is when they're talking, they all look like they have vampire teeth. A couple of times.
Nah, I didn't mind.
Vampire teeth.
I didn't mind. Again, it was
that's
weird.
Inappropriate.
It was like it was close enough. The artwork was close enough that it felt like I was still watching the same X-Men, but you could tell They changed it.
They upgraded.
They
Yeah.
upgraded
Well, they
the.
made it less grainy. They made it more.
The animation was a lot better
It was smoother.
than what it originally was. But damn, was that good? So good. And again, everybody was like over the top powerful, and I was loving that. Every second of that, I was
Lady
like,
F,
"Fuck yeah, that's what we need." So good. What's up, Lady F? How you doing?
We're
We're talking
spoiling-
X-Men 97.
spoiler.
We're spoiling the
spoiling.
fuck out of it. So if you didn't see it, you're crazy. Go watch it now. It's phenomenal. I'm just saying right now, I can't believe Cyclops. Everybody hates Cyclops. This was made by a Cyclops fanboy, obviously,
Did
and they're
you
doing
get
him some
your
fucking
Hottie Remy?
justice.
I got my Remy.
I feel like people are gonna watch this and have much more appreciation for Cyclops than they
Yeah.
ever did,
Well, yeah.
because Cyclops was a miss on the first show.
Really?
Like the first time around, oh, he's a miss, 100%.
Well, I just thought people didn't like him for the same reason they don't like Superman, because he's like a
No,
goody two shoes.
that first show,
Okay,
people
so-
liked Gambit. They liked
Well,
Wolverine,
he doesn't fucking like Gambit
Colossus. I'm just saying, you list that out. Cyclops was last on the list.
because he's such a dick.
Last.
Like he's like beyond teacher's
Now,
pet.
I'm gonna tell you this: homeboys jumping out of fucking airplanes. Like, this dude is next level. That was crazy. That was. I'm. We should have recorded us watching it, because I'm telling you, it was insane. There was like, we were jumping out of our seats at points. Like, it was like, dude, if they do this, it's gonna be crazy. And then they did it, and I was like, oh shit,
Yes.
what are we gonna do? Where do you go from here? Like, I don't know how
Yeah.
you go from here.
Yes.
It's that good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The problem with Cyclops is that he's a fucking
Dude,
tool.
I think everybody got an upgrade. I'm gonna say everybody on the show got an upgrade.
Well, they
Everybody did. And you know what else? You talk about Rogue, right? Rogue was all. This is the thing.
Rogue was always super
Rogue's
powerful.
always been a weird character, because she was like super tough when she was fighting, but then she was like super timid and always afraid of like the whole thing. But this was
That's how they made all the characters.
but they definitely played more on the like sensitive side on this. Like, there was a lot. They were like, this whole thing with the Magneto thing. I mean, I feel like they were going deep with this.
No,
Like, they're
No,
going
but-
deep
but-
with this whole thing with Rogue.
but Rogue
And
has
then it's
always
just-
been like the maternal figure, where like she's like, oh, I'm gonna watch it now. Okay, bye.
Oh
Resistance is
shit!
futile.
Oh shit!
Sorry,
Sorry,
we tried to warn you.
dude.
But Rogue's always been like, hey, sugar, we're gonna take care of you. Don't you worry about it now, honey. That's a terrible accent. I apologize. to
I mean,
anybody in
well,
the South.
okay, so they hit you with that the first time you see her, when they're making the
I
thing.
like how they still kept like Storm, how eloquently she speaks.
You know what though?
She's like, oh no, I can't feel the mist, and I was like, oh.
They, you know, another thing that I like.
so is
They had
Rogue-
little details, like, remember when Storm left the note and then Jean's reading it and she picks it up and you see her floating like she brought like food and like some tea or something for Storm. You see her, and it's like in the side profile, you see it like floating onto the table.
yeah,
Like, that's a little touch that somebody was like somebody thought of that. They were like, okay, she could walk and just read the note.
yeah,
But then they're like, why is she walking in? Oh, she's bringing her some food. She knows she doesn't feel good. She's bringing her food, but she would use her powers to move that shit onto the table. Like, she didn't even carry it. Like, that's a detail that I was like, oh crap, dude. They're doing such a good job taking this to the next level. Hey, what's up? Man, those fight scenes were so good.
yeah.
So they had what was it? The Executioner in there.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Or shot Storm, right? Yeah, he's the one that shot Storm.
yeah, which, by the way,
Is she permanent that way? No, right? We gotta agree, no, right?
awesome delivery for that too.
Yeah.
When they did that and they show and they it was exactly, I think I told you at the time, I was like, this is like somebody receiving information they have cancer. Like, it was very
Like
real.
terminal.
Yeah, it was very real the way they did that. I remember I loved when Magneto fucking lifts everybody up into space.
And like,
They had that one shot where you just saw a part of his chin and you see a tear trickle down his cheek.
I didn't
I
see
was,
that.
bro, it was good. You see him, and they've got
I didn't see that part.
the judges or whatever behind him. They got the one guy floating off to the side,
So how?
and they show just a piece of his face, and you see like tears coming down on his
How
chin.
realistic is that? How truly realistic is it? I know he's led the X-Men a couple of times, but Charles gets murdered by an was it the FOH? Is that who one of the FOH members murdered him?
They had the guy. It was I don't remember his name.
Trask or
Yeah,
something?
they showed the guy in jail. Yeah.
So they have that dude like take him out, and then Magneto, who always has had, I mean, him and Charles have always had this respect for each other, even though they're completely like they're old friends. They would, you know, like there's a respect, even though they're on the opposite side. And he just gets marked, and Magneto is gonna be like, Charles said he was right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna lead the X-Men now. I just don't see it happening.
No, I think from the story plot was fantastic.
I just don't see it happening.
I think it's great. I mean, and he's trying to prove himself, and everybody's skeptical, and I think that's perfect.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't be? I mean, he's tried to like your longest foe.
I'm just saying, I think they, and like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I am really interested to see, first of all, where this is going to go as far as Rogue and Gambit. Because, like, if you were, I mean, like, let's get real. Who are you going to
Well,
pick?
Gambit's obviously not a Magneto fan. He wasn't during the trial. They established that he could tell something was off on Rogue.
Yeah, but what
Then
I'm saying
obviously
is,
when he
like,
sees her leaving
to the ladies,
his like chambers.
yeah, I'm going to watch it again. But here's the thing. Who are you going to pick? Gambit? The smooth talking Cajun? Or freaking Magneto?
You're so,
Bleh.
you're so hung
Dude
up
is
on this.
old. He's
You're
like
so
got
hung up on this.
because it's bullshit.
No,
You
man.
know what? You know what, Rob?
No.
Magneto. I will be there to pick up pieces.
Magneto was a badass. When he went in the sewers, just fucking moving people. That was the best. He saved. Golly, that was so good. So good. It was like, I'm like, no joke. And when they freed him, because that was a thing. Like when they freed him and they had that freak, all the people busting in there. It's like, bro, you're in trouble now. I mean, one, they had Storm, and he said closest thing to a goddess that they have. Because again, next level Storm.
But here's the
was
thing.
unbelievable. But
Here's
then they
the
had
thing.
Magneto in there. I was like, bro,
Here's the thing. It's
it's
so crazy.
Game over. It's game over.
It's so crazy that Jean Grey was talking about how she wanted her kid to be normal. And then Storm gets hit with normal juice. The radiation. Like you're normal now.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that was the thing, though. That's what I'm talking about. The fact that they made that choice because they had that discussion. Remember, she talked about it. She was like, I thought before of what it would be like to be a human. She's like, then I remember all the blessings that our powers have given us. Like they had that moment, and then they relived that. It was awesome the way that they circled back around to that. I thought it was perfect.
Because remember in like the old one they had where you could be normal, and they were giving them like shots or something. In the original, it just didn't last or something.
You're thinking about the movie, bro.
No, I'm not.
That was in the movie.
No, they had it in the show.
Because they hit Magneto and then he.
No. I'm talking about the show because everybody was lining up and they're like.
I'll never forget when your nephew Robert was like, "That chess piece didn't move." I was like, "You're a fucking liar." Chess piece moved. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw the chess piece move. And it moved just a little bit. That was bad. You know what? When that happened, because that was
So is Charles coming
that was
back?
an abortion of a movie. It was terrible to watch. But when he moves the chess piece,
Is Charles coming back?
what's that?
Is Charles coming back?
In the cartoon?
Yeah, you think he is?
I don't know. I am staying as clear minded to the whole thing. I hope they go somewhere complete. I'm hoping for Space Nine. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Space
It's
Nine.
incredible. Yeah, whatever's gonna happen. I will. They can hit me with whatever they want. If
What
they
is-
keep this up,
What
this
is
is
the at the very end of the at the very end of the show, homegirl walks in, like, I guess it's Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey from the future, and Jean Grey has this look on her face like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Well, no. Hold on, though. Hold on, because originally it was the other way. Because it was the other way around.
What do you mean?
Because it was because she becomes the Goblin Queen. That's not who walked in though. That's Jean.
How do you know?
Because they were already switched. That was the whole point. That I do remember.
Yeah, but Madeline Pryor was a genetic copy of Jean.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's who he has the baby with.
But doesn't he say, I need the X-Men? Is she Jean Grey though? Or is pregnant Jean Grey not Jean Grey?
That's not Jean Grey.
The one that's pregnant?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to keep my mind completely clear. Hey, listen. As far as I remember, that's not Jean, but I'm not getting into it because I'm hoping they easily can switch that around. Because he didn't have you're talking about Cable.
No, I'm not talking about Cable.
That's Cable.
Oh, you're talking about the baby.
Yes.
I'm talking about whoever just walked up in that house.
That's Jean.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Jean was not there.
How do you not know? How do you not know? How do you not know?
That's what I'm saying.
I
But
didn't
that's
wait-
why I'm trying to go in clear minded. I don't know. They can switch it up.
'Cause wasn't
As far as I remember, he does not have a baby with Jean.
didn't they have the second baby?
No, you're talking about Cable,
She had two babies.
bro. But what? Hold on. You're talking about Future Past or whatever.
Yeah. Does she have
Okay.
two babies?
No. Hold on. Because I could be
Hold on.
wrong.
Hold
This
on.
isn't Jean, right?
Uh-oh.
He doesn't have it with Jean. That was the other. That was the Goblin Queen.
I'm so confused. I can't remember that storyline. It's so confusing.
Again, they could do whatever they want. I hope they do. I'm going in fresh. I'm going in fresh.
Yeah, but doesn't fine,
going in
fine.
fresh.
Doesn't Scott have two kids?
The second I saw her at the door, I was like, "That's the real Jean Grey."
Yeah, but she says I need the X-Men. Why would she say I need the X-Men if it was the real Jean Grey? She'd be like, I need Scott.
I'm just telling you, I'm not 100%. I'm 99% sure that when they had the baby, that was
Okay.
not with Jean Grey. I'm not. Again, I'm not 100%.
So we got the love triangle, quad angle, the love square between Redhead, who may or may not be Jean Grey, of course the triangle between Cyclops and Jean Grey, and then other Redhead, and then you got the love triangle between Gambit and Magneto, bleh. And then Jubilee and Mystery Man.
So this is the thing. They didn't lean on Wolverine too much there, which I did enjoy that because obviously that was still a thing. He didn't like Cyclops. He did like Jean. They had the moment where I forget what she said to him, but she kind of like convinced him to go find the kid, because he was like,
Telepathically.
no. She told him. She
Yeah,
was like, no.
Yes.
She didn't say that to him.
I'm pretty sure it was
I thought she just said it to him, and
We'll
then
have to watch
he
it again.
stops and he looks at her, and you could tell he like softens up about it. It was phenomenal.
Because she said go find.
It was
she
a
like,
phenomenal show. It was a phenomenal show. This thing right here.
We are talking about 90.
Why are we? Yes,
Ryan
we are
Reynolds,
all
what's
going to
up?
go back and watch
We
it
are
again.
talking
We're talking X-Men 97.
spoiler.
If you haven't seen it, we're spoiling the shit out of it, and I'm sorry. You should watch it though. Seriously, go watch it. It's better than what we got to say. I don't care.
I'm not agreeing.
If not one person came
disagreeing.
here and they left a comment and said, "Hey, we're not watching this shit because we're gonna go watch X-Men '97," I would comment back and say, "Congratulations,
As you should.
they win. Yeah, they win. X-Men '97, you win." I can't wait to see what we have next. I can't wait. I'm on the edge of my seat.
So next week we will also be doing spoilers because we can't help it.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Was everybody? Maybe this is the thing.
We
Maybe as a community, our expectations were so low.
that it was like
We were like, Marvel sucks so bad right now. This is gonna be horrible, like a terrible reboot or something. And then they came in with a fucking fury. Like I feel like they jumped right into this shit, and it's like they hit it on all cylinders because they were like, we're gonna give them just enough that it's gonna feel the same, it's gonna look the same, but it's gonna be just different enough, just new enough. We're gonna add enough to this. And again, they really hit on certain points where they were like, we want badass stuff to happen. And it was like they sprinkled in the drama. You've got a good storyline, but I'm saying just the way that they did stuff, the fight scenes, the way that they did that was like,
well, they definitely did.
This is the X-Men
de-
team I wanted to see.
They definitely did a very like as a team working together. You know what I mean? Like where it's not just like one person fighting here and one fighting like almost like Tony Stark and Thor.
Remember that video game, the Marvel game, where you could do the combos,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like you could, like Thor would like energize something, like
Mhm.
Iron Man or whatever, and he would shoot a bigger blast. It
Yeah.
was that kind of thing. They did the combinations here. and it
Definitely
worked
Stanley
so
approved.
well. Yeah.
I feel like he's watching over.
Bro, yeah. Right. Phenomenal show. I'm telling you. I don't even. It might just be a let's talk about X-Men '97. It might be that. I almost did that. Because and that's why I knew. That's why I was like, all right, let's get the mess out of the way. Because when we dive into this is gonna take over the show, as it should.
Yeah, I mean,
It was that.
I didn't
good.
even think about it being Jean Grey. I just assumed that Jean Grey was Jean Grey.
Could be wrong.
It could be Madeline Pryor.
I think.
But didn't Scott have 2 kids?
I think.
Didn't he have 2 kids?
He's the one that's with Cyclops right now.
Because hold on,
And Jean's the
you know
one
what?
that
We got
walked
the
in.
Goblin Queen right there. You should grab
Yeah,
her
I'm not gonna grab her right now. We'll bring her in next week.
when she comes up.
We'll bring her in next week.
Okay, but I'm gonna ask the question again. Didn't Scott have 2 kids? Because he had Havoc, right?
No, Havoc's his brother.
Shit. Oh, they were the twins, right? Who's the twins?
What are you talking about? The twins?
I thought one of them had. I thought Scott had 2 kids.
No,
Or am I
because they had
thinking of the dad?
no, they had the
Starjammers.
baby in the future past thing, but the
I'm
I'm telling you, I think he's with
Madeline Pryor.
yes.
Okay, well,
But again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope because that, as far as I remember, that's how it was. That's the original story.
because
But
he
again,
left
I'm
or
not
she
going off
died or-
original stories because I hope that they go something different. I hope this is like that thing. Remember when they first did that reboot for Star Trek? We never watched Star Trek, right? But then when they came out with those shows with what's his name in it, Chris Pine in it or whatever,
Well, I mean,
we never watched it. But they did that in such a way that they were able to reboot it, and it was like, oh, we're going to introduce new stories now, and it allowed the movie to do different stuff. I'm hoping that's what they do here.
well,
Because I would
mean,
like to do something different as long as it's a good story. Because the first one was good because they went
I'm
through
telling you,
so many different big storylines in X-Men, they were able to cover that. But it's like, all right, we're done with that. That doesn't mean we need to go into like the other stories necessarily. And if they do, fine. But I'm actually hoping for something fresh as long as they keep this up. Because if they keep up this pace the way that they're doing this,
yeah, but what if that's
it's
it?
incredible.
What if that's it? What if it's 2 shot done and everything else sucks?
We'll see. Then the
We'll
people
see.
then the people will be outraged. But I don't know if I just came into this thinking it would suck and it was that good, or if it was just that good. I think it was just that good.
I don't know.
I think it was literally just that good that I was like, "Fuck, man, this I can't avoid it. I can't avoid how much I love this show."
Mad Spidey, we are spoilers.
What's
90
up? Yeah, we're talking about X-Men '97 and killing the shit out of it.
I think that's pretty much it, though. I mean, what else? What else is there to say?
All right.
We laughed.
I
we
could
cried.
talk about it all night. I'll stop. We'll stop. Let's stop. We'll
Okay.
stop. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. Are we gonna do a giveaway?
I don't know.
We'll do a giveaway. I gotta run to the thing tomorrow to do this anyways. Let me give up this let me get this giveaway. If I would have thought about it, I would have got some X-Men books. All right. Hashtag X-Men 97. Why not?
You should have done something cooler than that. Like F Magneto.
All right, we're gonna have this is Marvel Superheroes featuring Hulk and Submariner. A couple 20 centers. These are like the retellings, I guess. There you go. This one here. Some old Marvel. Looks like the guy from Invincible on there. I don't know. A couple books. Maybe I'll throw in something. Again, I gotta go. I gotta do my big
gotta
mail.
get through
I gotta send off a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. I gotta wrap it all up. Boom. There you go. Do X-Men 97. 3 entries. I mean, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. We said X-Men 97 is like half the people left. I'm okay with that. We gave them plenty of warning.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. I am not excited about this. The love triangle, quads, the love square. Oh, that's cool, Marty. That's cool, Marty.
Yeah, that's cool.
Make
All
everybody
right.
look like a bunch of jackasses.
Yeah, so
No,
there's
I'm
12
kidding.
people watching and 5 people entered. I'm gonna roll this shit. I'm
All
gonna
right.
roll it.
All right.
People are slow. I'm sorry, but you're slow. All right, we're rolling 5 people. Congratulations to one of the 5 that entered. There's 12 people watching.
Ah.
What's up? All right.
Do you have stuff going out to him?
We need to send stuff to Los Cruces every week, anyways.
Yes, because he's amazing.
We need to send this. Everybody needs to send this man something every week, anyways.
Send him
The
your wares.
best supporter in the community
Is
is the number one. He's the number one Remy Q Studio supporter. He's got the award to prove it. This guy deserves to win, anyways.
yes.
I say we leave this as is. Phenomenal show. People need to watch X-Men 97.
Yes.
I'm going to go watch it again right now. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm sorry this went over. This went over. Again, I could sit here for all night and talk about it. We're going to recap next week. Next week.
Yes. So do your homework.
I didn't even think about it. Hold on. When is the other ones coming out?
Probably next Wednesday.
Has it come out yet? Wait a minute. Did it just come out Wednesday or did it come out again? And then we missed it.
No, because we just watched it yesterday.
I know we watched it yesterday. But is that when it came out or did it come out? And then okay, it's still only 2 episodes. Bro, because I was like,
You
man,
got so excited.
if
for
we're
everything.
behind, I don't know what to do.
Well, we'd go watch it. It's what we do. Tell me.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to the chat. Per usual, you've been absolutely amazing, making sure to stay very active. I am going to play us out to our that is the old one. Where's the new end of the show? Right here, new outro. We will see you next time.
Bye. Logan's probably still awake.